All right, we're underway. Grixis on the left, that would be David, and on the right we have Painter, that would be Adam. Fetching up a basic mountain, and Goblin Welder. Kind of a classic legacy matchup, Painter versus Grixis Delver. This should be fun. Goblin Welder, a key card in the Painter deck. It's usually a card you want to eliminate on sight. Here's Urza Saga. Painter.
I'm gonna pick this. I'll go to 19.
So presenting multiple threats to deal with here. Painter is obviously part of the Painter Grindstone combo. Oh, I forgot to reset the score. This is game one. Painter, obviously part of the Painter Grindstone combo. Goblin Welder can do all kinds of nasty stuff with artifacts in the grave. And then Urza Saga, of course, as you all know, sometimes just wins the game all on its own. So multiple threats already. All right, Painter Servant, it looks like getting targeted here. Simian Spirit Guide, Pyroblast. Fatal Push is countered. Blue is named. Blue is named by Painter. Yeah, I think David is actually playing the card Delver, but I can't be 100% sure until we see it. Here's a Brainstorm. Urza Saga can also dig up Grindstone when it hits Chapter 3, which is the other combo piece, and Adam will have enough mana to execute. Well, assuming Adam makes another land drop, actually. Okay, Lightning Bolt targeting Painter Servant. It looks like it's going to die. Goblin Welder could potentially bring it back. You'll sometimes see Grindstone get activated, hold priority, weld back in Painter, sacrificing Grindstone. So, Painter moving from the battlefield to the graveyard, not a super effective fix to the problem. All right, here's Soul Guide Lantern.
Oh, no, you played it last turn. Yep. Sure. Yep.
Push.
Okay.
Okay, Fatal Push gets removed by Soul Guide Lantern. Looks like David is holding another copy of Bolt, which could eliminate Goblin Welder potentially. Grindstone, okay? This is going to be tough for David. The Goblin Welder presents some big issues here. No land drop for Adam could hold back the combo, though. Weed William, thank you for the resub. 22 months for Weed William. Weed William, do you... Yeah, never mind. I think we all have some questions for Weed William, but we're just going to leave it there.
Grindstone's fine.
Okay, Grindstone has resolved. Weed Williams says I'm a shadow. Okay. Okay.
Pass the turn.
People in the chat now begging Weed William for gifted subs. Interesting.
Awesome. Yep.
Worth pointing out, you can see it a little bit below my little box right here. Adam is wearing a 90s Magic official 90s MTG t-shirt, and it looks great. Adam was telling me he was walking down the street and people were just like, hey, nice shirt.
Photo mana?
Sure. With the search trigger on this deck. Or let me know when you go to search.
Dutch, thank you for the sub with Prime 2 months. Dutch says Legacy is the best format. I think we all know this. Yes. Yes. It is the best format based on criteria that we conveniently chose so that it is the best format. Not talking about the price of the reserve list cards. We're leaving that out. It's the best format. But what about the play patterns?
Surveil. Yeah.
Dutch says, appreciate you providing the legacy content. I appreciate you being here. Couldn't do it without our subs. Our members over on YouTube, our members on Patreon, our members on our coffee page, our members in Discord. The members are holding up this channel, keeping it going. Without the members, I couldn't continue doing it. That's just the reality. So I appreciate everybody contributing, being a part of what I hope is something very enjoyable and keeping this hobby of ours fun and interesting. All right, Lion's Eye Diamond is the card placed in the top center of your screen. It has been selected after Urza Saga has reached its third chapter. We have floated a mana, and we could see some Welder, Grindstone, Painter action this turn using Lion's Eye Diamond to get us to 3 mana. All right, well, now making a land drop. Harry says this channel is great. Look forward to it weekly. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Harry. Also couldn't do it without Harry, a pillar of our community. Playing Simian Spirit Guide. Okay, to be honest, I did not expect that play, but here we are. Oh, I guess we're clearing out the hand for Lion's Eye Diamond. That makes some sense. That makes some sense. Goblin Welder is trapped in a little bit of glare. Sorry about that. So starting at the top of your screen, it's Lion's Eye Diamond, Goblin Welder, Soul Guide Lantern, Simian Spirit Guide, then Grindstone. There's a Painter in the yard, and no cards in hand for Adam, it looks like.
Pass to your upkeep.
Pass to upkeep.
Sure.
On your upkeep, I will activate Grindstone targeting you, and then in response to the activation, attempt to weld Grindstone for Painter.
Yep. Okay. Sure.
So the bolt is some defense here.
I'm assuming some like storm, maybe echo.
So the Welder has happened. Grindstone ability is on the stack with Painter back on the board. Painter, I assume, has selected blue again. We haven't really seen a confirmation on that, but Lightning Bolt on Painter.
Extra source of potions. I don't know what's going on.
I'll exile.
All right, that was a pretty good bolt. Top 2 cards, Force of Will Volcanic. Grindstone's ability resolves, and then David will proceed to draw step. Survive 1 shot here. Soul Guide Lantern getting activated to eliminate the graveyard. I like that. Prevent a Murktide.
I do have Fluster Storms in my board.
I'll play the Mishra's Bauble. I'll just take a look if you don't mind. Sure.
Maybe if I lose this.
Mishra's Bauble taking a look. I did not see what that was. Maybe Twitch chat did. All right, untapping here. Goblin Welder still in the glare. No artifacts in play now. The sacking of Soul Guide Lantern looking a little uncomfortable at the moment because we don't have a way to weld, but We're attacking, so that's something.
So 3.
Right. During declare attackers.
I'm a realist.
I will. I'm gonna just during declare attackers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I'll ping this,
I'll just follow.
and then I will double block her.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay, fortunately, we didn't have to look at that orc army token for very long, but the team has been eliminated by an Orcish Bowmaster. This game just kind of fell apart for Adam at this point, I would say. Dragon's Rage Channeler has hit the board. David now going to start deploying some threats. I believe there's a Fatal Push in David's hand as well. And it looks like David's also holding a copy of Force of Will. Enlightened Tutor. That's going to get forced. Surveil, pitching Brainstorm.
I will put this in here. So DRC.
So you have creature,
And artifact. So I'm three.
Okay, surveilling a Dragon's Rage Channeler into the yard will turn on Delirium, I think the players have pointed out.
Go ahead.
Draw. Swing for 1.
Yep. 18.
I'll play another DRC.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that sacking of Soul Guy Lantern, it's always easier for me to say as a spectator watching this later, but the sacking of Soul Guy Lantern didn't work out. I mean, being able to attack 2 turns with Welder, if you replace that with 2 turns of welding back in Grindstone, then welding back in Painter, we potentially have a combo kill. We know David has Disruption in hand still. I see a Bolt and a Fatal Push in hand at this point. All right, that was a Goblin Crater Maker, and it looks like it killed a Dragon's Rage Channeler.
17.
Okay, no Delirium. No Delirium. I thought there was Delirium, but there apparently not. Psychic Frog, okay. Yeah, just getting rid of the last artifact in play just did not work out. Philmatic, thank you for the reso with Prime 5 months. Basil's Bucks. There it is, everybody. The Psychic Frog. I'm just angry that they mashed up 2 of my all-time favorite cards, Psychotog and Shadow Mage Infiltrator, and made it a staple in my format. Just pisses me off.
Yep.
That's why I play pre-modern.
I'll battery this in a second.
Wow, pre-war formalware making an appearance. Didn't expect that.
Sure. Okay, got it. So you have a choice.
So this resolves?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, pre-war formalware will hit. We're taking a look at the graveyard, and Painter Servant will be selected and reanimated, I guess, by pre-war formalware. Wow, placing the creature under the equipment? What is that?
Yep.
Visual.
Love it.
Go ahead.
During my upkeep, I will Fatal Push trigger.
Fatal Push on the Painter Servant during his own upkeep. Looks like that's going to resolve. Painter dies.
I'm gonna put this land in the graveyard.
Okay.
So I'm Delirium now. I'll draw for the turn.
Okay, Delirium is officially up and running. Attacking here. Psychic Frog will trigger.
I'll play a Mishra's Bauble trigger.
That's a Mishra's Bauble.
I'll keep this on top. And then I will like to take a look at the top of your deck, if you wouldn't mind, please.
Yeah. You got brainstorm.
Oh, shit.
Can't quite see what that is.
Okay. Not expecting that.
Okay, apparently it wasn't a card David was expecting. I'm curious now what that will be.
Okay, trigger. Put this here.
Brainstorm into the graveyard. Oh, was that Ensnaring Bridge? Oh, if so, that's interesting. AP has arrived. Oh, we have to restart the stream. AP just arrived. We'll restart.
There we go. Draw.
So brains.
I like to pass your upkeep and draw a card.
Oh, I cast mail. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Try it.
Sure.
Snaring Bridge will stick. Hellbent. And now living behind a bridge, which will be pretty difficult for David to beat. It looks like David just now drew a Force of Will too. Ouch. Ouch. Second Dragon's Rage Channelers, so everybody's going to have to hang back. Adam will be able to hide behind this bridge unless Adam draws cards we can't cast here.
Painter. Sure. Blue.
Sure.
Painter on blue. It's back on the board. How the heck is David going to beat this Ensnaring Bridge? A little bit of glare on the Ensnaring Bridge, but it is in the top center of your screen. Thinking about equipping here. I like that play.
And I'll pass.
End of turn.
So Painter Servant equipped with pre-more formal wear. Fatal Push on the Painter. Might as well fire it off now. Surveil.
I'm going to keep this card on top.
Yeah, the chat figuring out solution to the problem here. Brazen Borrower probably the only out. Yeah, Petty Theft is probably going to be the only way. Question will be how quickly can we get it? Goblin Welder. That's a nasty one. Might have to force that because it could bring back combo pieces.
I'll pass to my turn. Draw.
Okay, Welder resolved. Maybe David has a removal spell. Excuse me. Force of Phil pointing out that David said, "I'll pass to my turn." Yeah, that was kind of strange. Now that you said it.
Oh, no. I'm casting Cyclid. Oh, okay.
Magus of the Moon. Ouch. Ah.
Yeah. And then dread return.
Sure.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, it resolves.
End of turn.
Oh, there was still a bolt. Okay, fair enough. Double Surveil. That'll help us filter looking for... Oh, left it on top. Is that going to be the Brazen Borrower?
Pass to my turn.
Yep.
I'll draw this.
This has been a good game. Was it Brazen Borrower? I don't know. Fetching now. That was a Ponder? Okay. Ponder could help look for it. Twitch chat can probably see the cards way better than I can. It's pretty small on my screen. All right, Murktide thrown in the trash. Don't need that. Misty thrown in the trash. Don't need that. All right, Ponder resolving here, looking for a way to beat Ensnaring Bridge. That looks like 2 lands and a Brainstorm. I can't really tell. All right, left the cards on top.
Sure. I'm going to Wasteland your Plateau.
Wasteland on Plateau. Okay. I'm going to cut Adam off of white. Adam's still hellbent, so no attacks. Pass the turn.
Turn all well. Formalware for.
I haven't done that yet. I haven't done that. I was just playing her Scaminator before the ban.
Activating Welder, targeting pre-war formal wear and Painter.
That's your first time playing this in paper. No, I played it.
So pre-war formal wear in the garbage now. Bringing back pre-war formal wear with Painter is actually pretty neat. All right, so drew an artifact. That's pretty good. Pretty good to use with the Welder now. And this could be combo time.
I can see. Yeah, the green with
Weld Painter for Formalware.
That was your one.
All right, Adam wins the game 1 Ensnaring Bridge, everybody.
This or
I'll go first.
just like
I'll keep this.
David will be on the play. Looks like both players kept 7. Turn 1 play as a ponder. I just spotted, I think, a brazen borrower.
Keep everything here. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, that bridge was really clutch. It saved Adam's butt there. That's why you put the cards in the deck, I guess.
Sure.
Urza's Saga, okay.
oh, you have those.
That'll pass.
Yeah, I think game 1 showed like why the painter deck is so powerful. It presented so many must-answer situations for David, who just ran out of resources, ran out of, the ability to interact on the stack, and eventually, in that particular case, slammed in Snaring Bridge. But you play the game out 100 different ways, maybe the grindstone combo, or I don't know, a chaos defiler wins the game. Making constructs. There was no Urza Saga constructs in game 1. There's just a lot of different things the painter deck has going on that present difficult. All right, so red elemental blast takes out psychic frog. That was a little risky. Play around days. Or was there a mana available? I kind of missed it. All right, Ancient Tomb, follow up Urza Saga number 2. We'll be able to start pumping out constructs now, which again is just another thing that David will have to deal with. Aside from combo, aside from welder generating value. All right, playing a painter now. Once again, presenting multiple things that have to be considered, at least, to deal with by David. Post sideboard, though, there are some cards like Meltdown that can lead to some big blowouts in Delver favor. Force of Phil says, brainstorm, dump 2 lands, look for borrower, still seemed available. There were a lot of looks there, but maybe I'm missing something. Like David wasn't digging hard enough for the brazen borrower? Is that what you mean? Not sure what Force of Phil is referring to. Okay, Urza Saga is reaching its final chapter. No constructs have been created yet.
I'm going to, in response to this search trigger. So I'll go.
Okay, in response to the search, David has fetched.
Go ahead, please.
Pass turn on your keep 6 more times. Search.
Okay, so getting out in front of a possible Pithing Needle on Flooded Strand by fetching there. I like that play. Heads up by David. Adam will now search. We could potentially see Grindstone here.
Sure.
It's the last card is Thornlight.
Yeah, the Ponder that left Wasteland on top and then wasted, I guess it was Plateau the previous game, didn't seem the best, but it was hard for me to say in the moment what else was in that top 3, or if, yeah, I don't know. Wave says it was Brainstorm, Wasteland, Fetch. Yeah, maybe the idea to strand a white card in hand, then Frog can attack.
Play new Nanu, all the triggers are set. This is actually pretty
Activate targeting you.
Okay, that was Grindstone. It's getting activated. Painter is on the board, as you can see. Petty Theft on the Painter in response. Pyroblast.
They had triple
going to phase your Power Blast.
both games. They won.
So that's there. This is in my
And
hand.
then this resolves once. So
Okay, so Petty Theft and then... oh, Milled Meltdown. All right, well, survived. Brazen Power on an adventure.
draw.
Grindstone on the board and Painter back in hand, so the combo is still available for a later time. Just we'll have to rebuild a little bit. Dragon's Rage Channeler hits the board.
So make sure I double then this is
Trigger.
8.
Ponder Serval going to look for more disruption here, most likely. Could counter Painter on its way back down. Daze gets surveilled into the trash. That might not be good enough.
I'll keep these cards.
Dude, that is so fun.
Okay, those cards were kept, which tells Adam that we may have found disruption or counter magic. Basic Island. Pass the turn.
We've played 6 games.
Looks like David's hand was Brainstorm, Daze, Grafdigger's Cage. Uh-oh, City of Traders, that's scary.
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, I like that.
Sure.
Okay, plays another Grindstone. And then passes the turn. Okay. Maybe Adam has a read here that counter magic is available.
Trigger. Sure. Resolve Brainstorm.
All right, resolving Brainstorm after surveilling a land to the trash.
Because I replaced Galvanic Relay with the Doomsday package, but
Yeah.
now I feel like post-ban maybe
You should just play Galvin.
Relay's better. Yeah.
Yeah. You could also just play full.
Keep like this.
I mean, Mr. Card. You could just play full Epic game. The model.
Yeah, the Force of Phil pointing out it's possible Pre-War From Aware could have brought back the Magus of the Moon, which could have been pretty gross.
That's the same note, I think.
The Epic game was a little.
You said keep it like this. And then
Yeah, so I have 2 cards on top here.
Okay.
I like to practice.
Playing good as game, but it plays like Wheel of Discord and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah. The one that.
Oh, did we just see a Brainstorm Ponder?
That's what I think of the other game.
Oh, yeah.
Because Ruby Storm doesn't.
Mr. Rainforest gets cracked. Finds a Volk. Shuffles away some stuff.
Trigger.
No, I do resetting.
I'm gonna keep this on top now. I'm gonna resolve 100.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, kept the card on top with Surveil, so found something we like.
Okay.
So number 3.
13.
I will also pass turn.
Painter still in hand for Adam. Adam seems to think there's a Force of Will in hand. All right, casting the Painter.
Painter.
It resolves. I see a Fatal Push, Daze, and looks like Grafdigger's Cage in David's hand. Naming blue, once again. Urza's Saga gets played as land for turn, so Grindstone available.
Pass turn.
So hesitating to activate Grindstone here makes the removal spells a little bit worse in that if they try to initiate... Okay, Wasteland. If they try to initiate... With a removal spell, you can activate Grindstone in response.
I'll cast Fatal Push, targeting this.
Okay, kind of forced to move here by the Wasteland. Fatal Push on a Painter. There's a Saga destroyed. Grindstone will then resolve.
1, 2. Wasteland Frog.
Wasteland and Psychic Frog.
And then I will pass the turn. Yep.
So 2 Grindstones on the board, no Painter no more.
Sure.
You have how many cards?
2.
I'll hit yours.
Swords to Plowshares removes the threat, Dragon's Rage Channeler. Brazen Borrower gets flashed in.
Their 8th game right now. 2-3. I got it 2-0.
I haven't won any yet.
He's playing.
You're not playing the actual resistance
No.
Psychic Frog, a great follow-up.
to one strategy.
Yeah, probably.
I've been telling him this for like a year now. Just do one thing and you'll beat everybody. Like he's
Game
really
three.
he's a really good.
Okay, we're going to game 3. So far, this has been a great match. Going to game 3.
He doesn't want the easy one.
Yeah. I want easy.
Like my 2 games. Steal.
Richard and Pizza with a great question. Do people just buy newer versions of cards like Swords to Plowshares to match the thumbnail? Maybe. You really never know.
I'll keep this.
I'm going to keep this one.
DJ Fluffy has arrived. All right, both players have mulliganed to 6. It sounds like there's a lot of laughing in the background, which is a little interesting. Arid Mesa passed a turn. This is a serious Magic tournament we're watching. Not sure what's so funny. Yeah, Roberts, I'm with you. Why are people laughing? I was actually, this is true, I was at the local library earlier today. Nobody was laughing in there.
I guess it's a so yeah.
Engineer.
Goblin Engineer on the stack. Misty Rainforest getting cracked in response.
Trigger Surveil.
Scott coming in hot says reading is way serious business. You know what, Scott? Maybe.
I will attempt to cast a brainstorm.
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
Stancil says, what's the legacy deck? People who laugh are most likely to play. My money is on Mississippi River. Oh, God, not that deck again. We're not calling it Mississippi River. Oh. D's on the Engineer. It's pretty good. Heflo articulating what I was talking about before. Always feels like I'm playing on the back foot against Painter. They always threatening to combo or beat down with the tokens. Yeah, they're always threatening with something. It's a tough deck to play against. Seriously. Papa says, I wish the Painter player would have just kind of looked at his Spirit Guide and then the Wasteland just popped the Saga, then dare his opponent to call a bluff. His Guide plus a tune to respond with, potentially letting him tap and play a third land to continue holding pattern proper. I'd have to rewatch it. I don't know.
Play the Force Will anyways. After all that work, you deserve one of these.
Yeah, it feels like you can never really relax against against Painter. I think that's the perfect way to put it. It always feels like a card off the top could be a big problem. Like that Ensnaring Bridge was. And the Magus of the Moon. All right, here's Psychic Frog. Psychic Frog in a deck with Red Blast and Power Blast, a creature that we can definitely deal with. How long will it stick around on the board? Maybe we're about to find out. It will be a priority to remove the Psychic Frog. Okay, just playing a painter. Naming blue. Okay, both painters have named blue. Pass the turn. Yes, Mr. Arch making a great point. There's essential tension to the deck where you don't know what kind of hand painter kept, so you have to respect both the mid-range and the combo game plan. That's such a great point.
Chris gotta be filming daily shorts.
Next time I come,
And then also sometimes they have like the Agatha Soul Cauldron combo going on, so you have to like be careful of that and like mind their graveyard.
Sure.
And Staring Bridge is back. Okay, one card left in hand. There was a meltdown, but we have recovered. And play Simian Spirit Guide to empty out the hand. So Adam now hellbent with a bridge on the board again. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Grafdigger's Cage, double Surveil. Psychic Frog in the trash. Flooded Strand in the trash. Grafdigger's Cage helps against the welder stuff.
Draw.
But that's exactly what we're talking about. Like, you could have Grafdigger's Cage in your opener, play that as your turn 1 play, let's say. And then your opponent just pumps out constructs and runs you over with, like, Shadow Spear or something. Or Pip-Boy 3000.
Sure, then I'll pass.
Lava Spur Boots. And you're over here with a Grafdigger's Cage.
In response. Daze, double trigger.
Yeah, triggers are good. I'm gonna pay for this.
I'll keep this on top.
Okay, kept a card on top, which is interesting. Daze is paid for. So Swords of Plowshares were resolved. Psychic Frog is gone. David drew a card. What was it? All right, nothing that got played that turn. Imperial Recruiter. Searching the deck. Agent Potato says, does Jolted Awake see play? I have not seen that card. Niels, thank you for the resub. 22 months. Appreciate that.
Unearth something. Is that a cast?
It's a spell. Like
Like, would Grafdigger stop me from unearthing something?
yes.
yeah, because they can't
It,
enter or
it,
cast.
it stops all reanimation stuff.
Yeah. They can't.
It stops on Earth, no matter what.
Okay.
Okay, so Adam was asking about Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Does that get past Grafdigger's Cage? The answer is no.
I will actually.
Thinking about what to find with this Imperial Recruiter. Looks like Magus of the Moon is the choice currently. Magus of the Moon has hit the stack.
And pass.
Draw.
Snaring Bridge has been so good in this match. Is there a way for Adam to... Well... We're going to need... All right, another Imperial Recruiter. I'm just trying to think how Adam's going to win this game. Looks like David is holding a bolt. Yeah, this one Canonist is found and cast.
Draw.
Could slow things down a bit.
Alright. I'm lucky. Double trigger X equals 3.
Meltdown X's 3. Holding up Bolt. This could be disaster for Adam. Mishra's Bauble into the graveyard. Leaves another card on top.
Swing for 6. I flex. And then I will bolt.
Sure. Good games.
That is the match. Grixis Delver gets it. That was a great match. That was such a good match. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that one. GG's. GG's.